Before we begin, don't forget to follow me on Twitter at Dolynny TV and on Instagram at Tyson Dolynny. You guys want to make sure you see what's going on behind the scenes here on Dolynny TV. That's where to find it. Let's get going. This is Dolynny TV, guys. A big welcome back to some NHL 19, the Edmonton Oilers franchise mode. And let me tell you, I made a lot of line changes last episode, just trying to figure out what was going on, why we couldn't score goals, why certain guys were like not getting it really into the net, if you know what I mean, right? So that guy in particular was Ratty, who's had 5 points in 22 games played. Now you go over to Tobias Rieder, and he's had 13 points in 31 games played. Scotty Upshall's had 3 points in 5 games. So essentially what I'm going to do, what I'm leading you up to in this episode, is I will move Tobias Rieder up to the second line should Upshall not continue his point scoring pace. He's been alright. I'm not complaining about Upshall by any stretch of the imagination, so we're hoping, right? And Ethan Bear now has grown to a 76. So you see his defensive awareness is an 82, his offense is an 80, his shot is coming along. Like, the accuracy still sucks, the power behind it's not that great, but eventually he will become quite the defenseman for us, I'm feeling. Is he 76, minor top 2 still. Chris Russell, 1 goal, so Ethan Bear's kind of had the advantage. He's still deserving of being on that second pairing. And the one thing I want to show you is the special teams. What we're going to do is move Ethan Bear up to the I think up to the first power play unit is going to help him grow a bit, because you've got Nugent Hopkins, Johansson, and McDavid. But what I'm going to do is move Nuge down and get him with Strome, Puljujärvi, and the rest of the crew. Strome's had 17 points. I am not a big hater on Strome in NHL 19. Last year in real life, I wasn't a fan of what he brought, especially trying to compare him to Jordan Eberle. But seeing him in NHL 19, he is that perfect third line centerman. So let's go check the standings. You see we're 36 points right now, 2 points back of sole possession of second place, and a total of 5 points back of the division lead from the LA Kings. So here's what we got to do. We got to get into the simulation here and get through another 5 games, see where we sit before heading into a home game against Vancouver. Winnipeg's going to be tough, but we get it. And now Drake Caggiula back available to play for us. That's huge. Ratty, did you have any points? No, of course he didn't. Scotty Upshall? Ooh, look at that. He had 2 games played, and he's had 1 more point again. So Scotty Upshall continues to just be beasting along. That's for sure. Drake Caggiula in there. So now Drake Caggiula, who's had 10 points in 25 games. Like I said, we're not scoring the points we need to be to win hockey games as much as Oilers' style of hockey needs, right? That's what I'm saying is Oilers' brand of hockey needs a lot of goals to win, even though our goalies really aren't giving up that many goals. Like 2-1, 2-0, 3-1 loss. That's not going to hurt you as much as a 5-0 loss, right? Nashville 3rd and Trenton for a round 5 draft pick, and Chris Russell. This is our first trade offer of the year. I'm going to go edit trade and see what Trenton is all about here. See if he's a valued asset to us or not. He's a top 9. 21 years old, 69 overall potential. Only had how many points? You see, we don't really know everything about Trenton, so he could be a lot better actually. But it looks like we're on the high end of how good he is, so I'm going to take that with a grain of salt and say no to this trade just based on keeping Chris Russell here. We could bring up Andrej Sekera at that point. And I mean, picking up a 3rd round pick for a 5th and Trenton, it's a good trade, lowers the cap. We have room to move for the trade deadline. It's a tough trade proposal. And I think Nashville's trying to gain an edge, trying to get their shot blocker in here. You see Chris Russell, 1 goal. You know what? Screw it. I'm going to accept this trade. I 100% think this is an alright trade. I think we can do this. Trenton's a good prospect. Let's get it in there and accept the trade. Good on ya. Oilers having valid lines. We have to go to the assistant coach. Roster moves in the system. Andrej Sekera. We have you for a reason. These will result in us being over the limit of players. Oh, okay. So we got to go get Trenton down into the minors. Wherever Trenton is, he's all the way at the bottom here. Trenton, send him down. Yes, 2-way, no waivers, perfect. And I think we had 21 of 20 players. So let's go get the forwards to the defenseman. And Andrej Sekera up to the NHL for the first time this year. Perfect. Andrej Sekera comes in and gets to make an impact for the first time. He had a good season down in the AHL, but we're going to see what he can do now in the NHL. Sekera, welcome back. Glad to see you healed up from that injury. That's kind of why we had you down there. I was just trying to play close to real. And now we'll get Sekera and Nurse together. Sekera potential is 7th defenseman exact, but his role is a top 4 D-man. Wow, okay, that's a weird one for Andrej Sekera. I didn't actually check his potential this year, and that's a very stunning one to me. Either which way, he should be able to come in and perform for us. So now back to edit lines down in Bakersfield. Get Jurabek up there, get Stanton up there, and now we need to fill in a big-time defenseman, and that would be Keegan Lowe. That's a pretty simple solution right there. Back to edit lines in extra attacker. Currently have unfilled slots. Oh, okay. So they did have Andrej Sekera as an extra. Okay. A little bit of editing lines, but we'll be good here. Andrej Sekera and Jason Garrison as the extras. Let's get Kyle Yamamoto, substitute him in there. And then you'll get the shootout and Yamamoto, Jurabek, Curry, Downing. Well, how about Tyler Benson? Anyone ever heard of that guy? Let's go see what we can get out of him, actually. We'll have to get Trennan some playing time here as well. So substitute in all lines. Perfect. And now, go to the starting lineup. Who can we take out? Do we take out Polai, 22 years old, AHL top 6, or do you take out Josh Curry? I think you got to take out Josh Curry or Van Stralen. Van Stralen, definitely. Hold on. Take out Van Stralen for Trennan. And there we go. So Trennan is in there. You see, we now know a little bit more about him. Not as much as we'd like, but he should be able to grow, and we should be able to see what he can do for us down there in the AHL at 69 overall currently. So where are we pacing? We're pacing at 6 minutes right now, so we got plenty of time to get another simulation underway and see how that goes for us against Vancouver. Need a big game here. 6-0. There you go. That's the whole offense I'm talking about. That's the big victories we need. And against Winnipeg, 3-1. Perfect. Keep the win up. There you go. 3-game win streak now. And against LA, of course, we lose that one. That's a tough division game to lose. And we ended up going, what? Not as bad as it could have been. 2 losses in 5 games. 3-2 should get us to the playoffs, I'd say. We're currently 2 points out of a sole possession of the 5th spot in the division. So we got to try and figure out what's going on there. Leon Draisaitl, 32 points, leading the way. Everyone knew out of camp he was going to do that. Nugent Hopkins, 26 points. Puljujarvi, 24. Has Puljujarvi grown? Oh, man, he's up to an 81. We got to get him on that first line again. Strome, up to a 22. Johansson, I wanted to say Johnson. That's my mistake. Tobias Reeder. And then you've got Tobias Reeder, 17 points. Ooh, hold on. Scotty Upshall has had 6 points. You know what we're doing. This is actually going to be very interesting to show you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to like some 2017, 2018 lines here, see if Puljujarvi, Draisaitl, and McDavid can light it up. So we'll get Draisaitl up there and Johansson up there and see what this does for us. I think Puljujarvi, who's had 14 assists, 10 goals, could really help McDavid, who's only put up 29 points this year. I'm thinking this could be a real good deal, and we'll get Tobias Reeder up there with Nugent Hopkins and Johansson. Nugent has had 26 points. This could be good. I'm thinking it is clutch time now. I think these boys are going to go score some goals through January and get us into February for the trade deadline next episode. Let's go 5 games and see how this does for us. Next game to start off next episode will be against Calgary. That's always good. We're actually going 6 games. Okay. And San Jose, Andrej Sekera, San Jose second, and Balkers. Remember, they traded Balkers in the Erik Karlsson trade, so he's good, but I'm not biting a 3rd round just to get 2 seconds and give up Sekera. I'd like to clear out the space, but I can't afford that. 6-2 there against Florida, 3-1. Now we're winning hockey games big time, 3-0 to Arizona, but we keep the score at 3-0, right? Only 3-0. We're not getting blown up, and right there, we win 5 of 6 hockey games. You know what? I'm going to show you the rival game. It's 27-18-2, 25-18-6 for the Calgary Flames. Back-to-back at home. Next game's against Carolina. 2-1 win. We down the Calgary Flames. Yes, sir. Big victory there. 6 straight games, and how about that? Pole vault us into 2nd in the division, 2 points back of the division leading Arizona Coyotes, who Alex Galchenyuk must just be leading the way, and big. So Leon Draisaitl, 42 points. We'll take that out of him in 45 games. You see Connor McDavid all of a sudden rebounded for 40 points. Nugent Hopkins, 31. Johansson, 29. And Jesse Puljujarvi, 4 points in 6 games. I will take that all day. Still an 81, but that's good with me. 22 for Clefbaum. Reeder's gotten up to 20. Kajula, Nurse, 13. And you see everyone else kind of struggling to put up points. Sekera's had 2 points in 12 games. That's the best defenseman we've had, other than Clefbaum, that's for sure. Larson only 3 points. Aberg, 3 points. Bear, 3 points. And Benning, 5 points. Ratty scratched. Upshaw in there, not really making an impact. So Upshaw's still doing better than Ratty, so we'll give him that benefit of the doubt. But I think I'm going to get Pontus Aberg in there and see what we can do for next episode. So guys, there you go. There you have it. The Oilers get some winning ways going. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Tyson. This is Dolynny TV. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. Leave a like. I will catch you guys in the next one.